I'm gonna be completely honest. I did not know death battles were this good. I did not know they did this many that I actually have thought about. I've played some of these games. I'm not gonna cap. 24-minute song is kind of crazy. I thought he was capping when he said the song was fucking 24 minutes, but then I clicked on it and I'm like, oh, like the song was actually 24 minutes. Like, I love Kobe, but like, I was about to react to the next death battle, like, so like damn, I was saying like a lot, so I could edit it for fucking YouTube. Damn, I kept spamming like. I'm gonna get right into the vid chat. We just watched a fucking Omni-Man Bardock video. Let's get straight into Kratos versus a fucking Asura. Low-key, I got Kratos. Simple as that. If they got something else wrong, I don't know what to say. These videos did fucking beautiful on my fucking YouTube. Apparently, Death Battle is loved. So, I will see. Death Battle right now has the most viewed video I've had in the past month. So, let's see. But, Kratos should wash. Realistically, I've watched a video that explains that Kratos washes. I forgot what the reasons were. I think he just scales higher in strength. Like, he just outscales. Like, yeah, that's what it started sounding like. I was like, damn.
Versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Cause sometimes
like, gang.
You just wanna punch a god in the face. He's whiz.
I might be the only one. I don't think this is crazy. I've never played Asura. Asura's Wrath, never touched, never played, never did anything, never touched it. Like, I've only played GodOfWar. I haven't played Asura, so I actually don't know how strong she genuinely is. Like, I haven't played this game.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
If I say something wrong, let me know.
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang!
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world
you never played either?
Was born from
damn.
violence.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus.
Zeus is so tough.
Who battled his own son, Kratos.
Kratos is so tough, but this shit is wrong completely in the mythology. Like, already.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals.
Zeus had like 20 fucking kids.
He became a
million
kids,
warrior,
winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
So, he was gonna...
What?
His own while doing work for...
Damn, I did not play this far back into fucking... I joined this shit late.
God, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
So, he was gonna understand really pissed off. Time for a new God of War.
No? I didn't know that's why he was white. Hell nah. That's insane. That's like me learning about, like, if you know Pokemon, you know Cubone wears like his dad, like his mom's skull. Like, bro, that's like the equivalent of that shit. I didn't know that. Like, that's just a random fun fact that I hear. Bro, it's set 7800. 78? Wait, what? Hold up. Where's the stats? Hold up. What the fuck you mean 78? Wembenyama? Nah, bro. Where you saw 7-8 at? Where the fuck?
And basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme.
Let me see
his stats. Accidentally
show me the stats.
His own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the Ghost of Sparta.
So, he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new God of War. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new God of War took out his rage on all of them. and got some new gear out of it too.
With Poseidon.
Nah, I passed it. Yeah, I see the stats. 7, 8, 1,000 plus years old. Yeah,
Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades.
No. It's here. It's here. It's this one. He's 7, 8. I saw it. Oh, I skipped. No.
He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul.
No. I remember the late, like, before. I just thought like you had already seen what I did and still said that.
Of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light. A frankly
Time for the upscaling, chat.
incomprehensible feat.
Then there's Daddy Zeus,
who proved a serious challenge until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan Axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan Axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir Ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own.
This is where I played. I played these and the one right before.
Oh, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down
I played
to its
Ragnarok.
That's the world
fuck,
tree,
I gotta check the
which
game.
is like a literal
I played the
tree
blast
that
tree.
connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime
A
of mistakes,
bear.
but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
This battle is sponsored
That was a tough ass intro for Kratos. A 6-minute intro just for Kratos? Tough.
by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin Hood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a
And they talked
3%
about him becoming a better
IRA match on
dad. I
retirement
fuck with that. He
contributions.
did.
The privileges
Atreus
of the
was a little
very
shit.
privileged are no longer exclusive. With
Fuck
Robin
Atreus.
Hood Gold, your
Whoa.
annual IRA
Until Ragnarok.
contributions are boosted by 3%.
Plus,
Nah,
you
I
also
did
get
like playing
4%
Atreus on
APY
Ragnarok.
on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8
I was gonna keep reacting. But then later on, I was planning on maybe hopping on Rivals.
times the national.
I was gonna
savings
ask
average.
you.
The perks of the high net worth are now available for any network.
The new gold standard is here with Robin Hood Gold. To receive your 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5
Fuck,
a
there's an
month.
ad!
Only to rise. Raka. Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became
Damn.
essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. It
I
was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's
Wrath.
is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma.
wait, I just peeped. Didn't this fucker kill Buddha? Wait, this depends how he scales like Buddhist like system, I guess. And damn, you're level 14. Yeah, get to level 15. Damn, this really does depend how they scale like each game's like system, I guess, in a way. They're also based on 2 different religions.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would
I gotta
be
see how they
stupid
scale.
enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra,
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a...
What? Killed his wife, kidnapped his daughter, killed him. Back to back. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, what are they Bro, no. These gods have done so many fucking people dirty, it's insane. Bro, like, even, like, reading the mythology, they fucking cook a bunch of people.
dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally
Like, that's
too
normal.
angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen,
who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger.
Nah.
Look at this.
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or...
That's insane. Like, that's an insane stat. I'm not gonna cap. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Fight. Oh, imagine to see a fucking... Oh, like a fucking thumb coming down on you. Like, what the fuck like, bro. What? Bro, nah.
The deities. He can propel himself.
That's tough.
Fly,
That's tough as fuck.
His fist to break steel. Fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you.
Harden his fist to break steel. Fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in
just piss him off
mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high
he
couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms.
That's
his
so tough.
mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra. He goes again.
Nah, this story's goated!
For Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
That's tough.
Deus
That's
was
tough.
defeated.
That's
and
tough as fuck. That's tough as
Gaia
fuck.
was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chuck.
If Kratos was 6 minutes and 40, this is about to be an insane glaze of Asura or an insanely long fight. I hope it's an insanely long fight and not a glaze of Asura.
Vartan, the creator of Mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the Mantra Reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakra Vartan saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet! Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars!
Chakra Vartan was, understandably, impressed, and offered Asura a chance to take his place.
Chat. Why am I actually fucking scared? Asura kind of seems OP. What the fuck?
And extended his arm
right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating
God? Excuse me?
him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
That's tough. That's a tough intro. Low-key, just in the intros, they gave Asura the most beautiful intro I could have seen. 9 minutes as well. Bro, they hyped them up. Turn it back for a sec. Turn it back where? Like up to what? But like they gave both of them like a really good intro realistically. Turn it back for a sec. You all good, don't mind me. Huh? I thought you had just said that though. When had you said that? I kept reading chat. Damn.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports act.
No. Alright, let's get straight into the death battle right now. Intro wise, Asura wins, but low-key, skill wise, I've read that Kratos wins, so I'm sticking with that. Kratos. I'ma stick 10 toes with Kratos. That's the only one I played. I'm sticking. Oh, they're fighting under. Oh. Espérate. That's tough as fuck. No. That's clean. That's clean. That's clean. That's so clean. That is such a clean way to start the fight. No. Bro, how do I make this a thumbnail? No. I gotta make this a thumbnail. Oh my god, bro. That's tough. That's tough. No. I know. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this. Oh my god. No, that's thumbnail. That's thumbnail. Actually, no. Nah, I'm not doing that shit. Nah. Kratos!
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But
this animation is gonna make the fight beautiful. I can already call it. Death battle, yet again, you have done it again. But please don't fuck this up. Actually, no. If they both die, I'm good with that. A draw? A draw? Fuck, chat. Oh my god. Burst? That's clean. I I know, bro, I'm glazing, but that's so cool. Like, Asura is such a cool character to me now. Bro. That's tough. Kratos. Fuck, Asura is so cool. Bro,
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before.
Oh, I knew it. Kratos is gonna help him.
Well.
I got Kratos. Nah, this fucker's get. Go! That's so cool. Oh my god, they're doing. Onk! Oh nah, he's evolving. Nah, bro, pretty strong. If he's still standing like that. Spartan Rage.
This is not my end!
Spartan Rage 1. This might not fucking go our way. Bro, I don't. Damn, is my forehead fucking huge? I'm not putting my hair like that. Bro, this might not be going our way. Actually, no. I got you. You're just standing 10 toes? Bruh. Nah. Let me see this. What the fuck? Go? Thank God I bet my money on fucking Kratos. Thank God I bet my money on Kratos. Oh my God. I'm clipping that. No. No. That's too clean. Bro. He's fucking cooking.
Death has not earned me.
Nah, let me see this shit. I want all of this. Give me everything. Come on.
Death has not earned me yet, Titan.
Oh my.
But you.
My Kratos on Record of Ragnarok cannot do that shit. What the fuck is he doing?
Deserve a worthy end.
He's dual. Nah.
Not earned me yet.
Nah, bro. You're cooked. Asura's getting comboed. Like comboed.
You deserve a worthy end.
Oh my God. Damn. You are lying. There's no way they end it like that. That's how you go down, twin?
You are a monster no longer.
No longer. R.I.P. Asura.
I never was.
This shit's sad as fuck. He killed her dad in front of her. Oh my.
KO! Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Bro.
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but
It's
the
insane.
full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura.
Yeah.
Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
At
Yeah,
their
we're looking at
peak.
everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made
Okay.
for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience.
And just cause I give it to Asura.
Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer
Because from the multiplier they did show, Asura still had more, so yeah, just give it to
than
Asura.
Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience, but when it comes much longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos
Wait, what?
Asura lived across centuries,
Oh,
obviously
12,000,
a lot
yeah.
longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience, but when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial
Yeah.
arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A
Punching.
whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like Mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility. And multiple ways
Damn.
to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes
At
Kratos
best,
can match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what
No,
he can do.
no.
If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom,
Didn't Kratos,
he'd
like,
kick Kratos'
hold
ass in
3
2
realms or
seconds.
some
But a
shit?
closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely
Excuse me? Die? Bro can resurrect? Yeah, he can resurrect. Like, okay, so they explained that at the start of the video. He can fucking pick himself up from, like, hell. Like, back up and stay in between death and, like, living. So he's, like, in limbo, and then he, like, just keeps climbing up all the way until, like, he's back up in a tower of, like, life. Like, he basically resurrects, like, he resurrects again, like, in 945 years. like, but with no powers.
Impressive and
But, like,
unfathomable.
he could redirect, like, respawn. It's bullshit, but
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than
not
Kratos,
bullshit. A lot of guys
but
do.
What really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an
Kratos
official
should be
map
a lot
and
more.
knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined,
Yeah.
which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
Damn, 90,009 fucking mil. Yeah, I see why
That's
Kratos takes power now. Yeah.
Almost 100
Holy.
times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical
No. Yeah, they fought the same opponent and one beat it, one lost. Yeah, never mind.
comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you
I got a job offer, W.
give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Real? Yeah, they're giving
Sure.
Asura. Nah, they're giving Asura. That's a cakewalk.
The sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
W video.
But
No ad. W video. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh wait,
what if?
alternate ending? Are you fucking kidding me, chat? Kratos doesn't lose again, right? Like, not Kratos. Asura doesn't lose again, right? I feel like, nah, they're just gonna flip it. They're just gonna flip it to make people happy. He's gonna tank it. He's tanking it. What the fuck was that? Light skin ass fall. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I watching? You did not get punched so fucking hard that you literally, like, meet your dead kid and, like, wife. Oh, your wife isn't even there. But, bruh, what the fuck? Like, what type of Soul Leader ass ending was that? What? That doesn't even make sense.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end.
Shut the fuck up. Nah, but that was a W. W video. I'm not gonna cap death battle. Despite how much shit I might talk, that was a W video.